Got it. All right, guys, welcome to our Saturday training. Guys, we do this every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 12 so that you can get all the information you need to have success each and every week. So we absolutely love doing this for you. We don't have to, but we want to so that you too can have success. Because most people don't understand that this business is not hard. The only thing that's hard is what's in your mind on what you think is going to happen to you that never really does. And I can tell you right now from experience, doing this almost 9-10 years, I've made more money, all right, thinking positive and thinking, what the possibilities are than what they weren't. So I've trained my mind to always think positive because positivity produces positive results, right? So I know it's hard, it'll take some time, but if you constantly grow and work on yourself and, feed your mind the things that it needs for you to stay positive on a day-to-day basis, guys, this is going to be, when you apply work here, everything can change for you like this, the moment that you decide and make a decision. So we're going to give you those nuggets today, guys, and you don't want to miss this training. So definitely get your team on. But again, we do this every Saturday so that you can do this too, and you can learn what you need to do. So as you guys know, I always get started with the top 10, right? So coming in at number 10, we have Joshua Khan. Great job. Silent claps, right? He has 7 families help. Number 9, myself, 8 families help this week. We're actually in April of week 4, guys. Number 8, Brad H, 8 families help. Number 7, Depot A, I think that's his first time up there. 8 families help. Great job. Damon Parker, 9 families help. He's coming in at number 6. Everybody knows Thaddeus Scruggs, number 5, 10 families help. Richard Moore, always consistent, 14 families help. Will Crandell, 15 families help. Austin S coming in at number 2, 22 families help this week. And there can be only one number 1. Guys, Ryan Urbanski, you guys know he has his grand opening to his office. And that is going to be on May 2nd. So if you haven't seen the flyer, get the flyer. We'll post it, but you definitely want to be there. And he's leading the way. 28 families help this week. So Ryan, great job. Guys, we want more people in the top 10. We want some new people in the top 10. And guess what? It can happen. You just have to make a decision to go to work. All right. So just some of your announcements before we jump into training today. The first thing that I want to talk about is the live dials. Okay. I know that we've been posting different codes to the live dials. We are currently working on it right now. So we will transition back to the other live dials. We'll let you know when we will. We're getting some more leaders that can step up and help out with the live dials. Until then, High Voltage and Fury has their own live dials. It is the same Zoom code that we're on right now. Okay, so the same training code is the same as the live dials code. So make sure you are on. We are on each and every day. I know some leaders get started at 7:30. I'm a single mom, so I start at 9 just because of what I have to get done for my son, but we still get things done, right? So I jump on at 9, but we do have leaders that can jump on at 7:30 that start dialing that early. But we're on pretty much until around 2 to 3 o'clock. Sometimes I stay on longer. Like yesterday, I stayed on till about 7:30 because I had clients booked every hour up until that point. So get on there, guys, so that you can learn, because the 2 most important things about this business that we're going to touch on today is the phones and in the homes. And you'll never get in the home unless you get on the phones and get good at the phones. But the only way to get good at the phones is if you're plugged in and also if you're dialing, so that we can help you make the minor adjustments that you need so that you can book your appointments and get in the home and help families effectively. Okay. So again, it's the same code as this until we, give you an update about live sales dials and how we're moving forward with that. It's going to be the same code as the one we're on now. The next thing I want to talk about, guys, is work spots. Okay. Listen, This is a real business, so you have to treat it accordingly. If you don't have work spots right now, you need to get work spots. If you don't have it, you are going to have a hard time here in this business. Like one of the biggest things that it offers is the discounts on the leads. So if you feel like the leads that are already affordable are not affordable to you, I understand some people come in here with little to no money, and some people have money and don't want to invest it. All right. But if you look at your numbers, that is a result. If you're at zero or your numbers are low, that is a result of not buying leads or not be. And if you're not buying leads, guys, and you think it's too much, then you need to get work spots, because work spots provides the discounts on the leads. Okay. I can tell you right now, I've saved a ton of money. Okay, on work spots. I'm so grateful for it. But then also too, it's great if you're going to travel and go to other states to help families. You can plug into an office that's close or nearby to you so you can be plugged in. You have top leaders, top producers that are actually there dialing. You can ask questions. You have an office space to work out of. It's $99 a month, guys. All right. And if you're running a business, guys, you get that back. All right. You can report that on your taxes. You can get that back, right? This is a business, so treat it accordingly. If you don't have work spots, there's nothing really we can do to help you. So make sure that is on your list of things to do to get that ASAP. The next thing I want to talk about is our weekly schedule. We'll post all of these in the group, guys, but our weekly schedule is so important. Guys, if you go to other teams, I don't know what they have going on, but everybody runs their business differently. And sometimes you could go to a team and they don't have a weekly schedule laid out for you, right? That's just not something that they feel like doing. And that's okay. Everybody runs their business differently, but we understand here, right, between high voltage and national and Fury, we understand that everybody comes here for different reasons. We have spare timers, part-timers, full-timers. So we have something, we're taking away all the excuses. We have something going on each and every day for you to plug into that you can be a part of so that you can have success. And if you're not having success, you have to ask yourself, as fast as you want this business to work, are you working it fast enough for you, right? Everybody on here is a Lambo, right? However, you're not starting the car. It looks pretty, but where does it go? Can it drive fast? You'll never know. Can you help 28 to 30 families? We'll never know because you haven't pushed to start. You are the Lamborghini. You are the expensive car, but do you know that you're expensive? Do you know that you have value? But you'll never know unless you get started, right? And I always tell you guys this, right? Before you can be great, you have to be good. Before you're good, you have to be bad. And before you're bad, you have to try. Okay. I always say, give yourself 60 to 90 days so that you understand. And 60 to 90 days of being consistent and persistent, that's when you'll know what you're really doing. That's what you'll know what you're really a part of. Right. And then you have to go on at least 100 appointments until you can know if you're good at this or not. I can tell you right now, anybody that's been through 100 appointments, they're still here. Right. But you can't judge yourself until you've gone and helped 100 or seen 100 families. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with that. And then the next thing I want to talk about is the Maryland conference, guys. This is the event of all events. All right. Big decisions are made at big events. I know it sounds weird, right? But weird is cool. Weird gets you paid. Cool is broke, right? So you have to be plugged into something. We don't do this all the time. And I can guarantee you now, some of these speakers that we have coming, we have integrity partners coming. So if you're looking for an integrity deal and you want to know what it's all about, you want to ask these people the questions on how to get there and what to do. Or if you're spare time or part-time, you don't want to build an agency. You just want to come in and replace your income or make additional income, right? Whatever it is that you want to do, you have to be there to learn how to do it. They are going to, this is not like, a high five, rah-rah event, right? Get that when you get your checks, right? But this is an information session on what you need to do to come out of where you are. And everybody here is going through something. So it's not an excuse. You're either going through something, coming in something, or coming out of something, right? Either way, what determines you as a leader, as a person here in FFL, is how you react to adversity. Life is going to happen. The question is, are you going to be prepared financially? I look at it like those people who, like people who have a job. And this is, guys, this is not me bagging on a job at all, because a job had me paid when I was working a job, right? But if you are somebody that wants something more from where you are, okay? We hit a pandemic. We're still sort of kind of in it, coming out of it, right? But a lot of people got laid off. I was just talking to somebody yesterday. They got laid off twice during the pandemic. These are people who laughed at me. These are people who, you know, laughed at me when I was down, laughed at me when I didn't have any money when I started my business, laughed at the idea that I was entertaining business and not a job. But these are the same people who got laid off during a pandemic, and now they're looking at me asking me for money. And this is a recession-proof business, right? So make this your own, get this done, guys. Go to the conference, find out what you need to do so that you can have success. And if you're already doing all the right things or on your way to, go there so you can recharge, so that you can know you're not the only person going through something, right? So many other people are going, but it's just the way that they respond to adversity. And that's what makes you who you are, right? That the people who get what they want here are those who go to work despite what they're going through. And I can attest to that. Okay. Now, what I also want to talk about, guys, is we're doing an incentive, and I'll post that in the group chat as well. So the incentive, guys, all right, for High Voltage and Fury is the most people that you have registered. So if you're looking to build an agency or a team, right, this is for you. Okay. If you're having trouble with leads and you need money for leads, this is your time to come out of that, right? If you have the most people registered for conference, right? We're going to put $100 towards your leads, okay? So you have to have the most people registered. So work on that now. Conference is right around the corner, May 14th, okay? You don't want to miss it. We're going to post all of this in the group, guys. So if you have the most registered, we're going to put Kali and I are going to put $100 towards your leads. Now, here's the grand prize, right? If you have the most people in attendance outside of you, this is not including you, the most people are in attendance. And to be eligible for this, they have to stay the entire time. We're doing attendance at the end. So they have to stay there the whole time. They can't just show up, say, hi, I'm here, and then bye, right? We're going to put $500 towards your leads. All right. This is going to be epic, because the moment you make a decision to start dialing and making use of this, you are going to change your business. You are going to make a lot of money, right? So if you're having problems with leads, if you're looking to build an agency, whatever it is, this is your start. Take advantage of this now, and may the best leader win. We'll post that in the group. Okay. So let me go ahead and start, guys. Kali and I are going to be the speakers today. We kind of want to bring it back down to the basics. And guys, this is not us getting on you today. This is us recognizing what's going on in our business. And, you know, we want to help you, right? Because you got to know the fundamentals. You got to keep the main thing, and you got to keep it basic. All right. Keep it simple. If it's not simple, guys, you're going to be paralyzed. You're not going to do anything. So we want to bring you guys back to the basics on what it is you need to do. And as I stated before, the two most important things in this business is the phone and getting in the home. If you're not on the phones, you're not getting in the home, there is no money to be made. So I do want to go over the script, and I'll open it up for questions afterwards. But I want to go over the script here. And the script that I'm going to go over, guys, is the one that, a lot of people are buying the older leads. I like older leads, and I believe the older the leads, the better. All leads work, guys. I can guarantee you that. The question is, are you working the leads, right? And this is a numbers game, right? I don't care how good you are. I don't care how talented you are, right? There's always someone out there who will beat you if they outwork you. If they work harder than you, they're going to beat you. I don't care how good you are, right? I'm great, but if I don't work for a week, somebody who's working harder than me, who's not as good as me, will always beat me, right? But you can always get better. So let's go over the script here. I'm going to go over what I say. Now, before I even go through the script, let's talk about the leads, the type of leads that I buy. I don't just buy one leads, all right? One style of leads. And the reason that is, if you've ever heard of this saying, you never want to put all your eggs in one basket, right? What happens when you put all your eggs in one basket? Okay, we all know what happens.
So you, just as much as you want to diversify everything else in your life, right? Let's talk about investments. As you want to diversify your investments, you want to diversify your leads, right? So I have a mixture of leads that I do between 1 to 3 month old leads. I also get aged leads, okay? And I also get mortgage leads. Now, if you're just getting started, I don't recommend you starting on mortgage just yet. It's a little bit more information that comes along with that, but definitely get good at final expense. Get good at final expense first, okay? So if you're just starting out, aged leads and 3 month old leads, right? Why do I like these? Because you can get more leads for your buck and the return on your investment is higher, okay? If you're not buying leads, guys, you are not going to go far here, okay? You may make money, but it's not going to be consistent. I come from a company where we did not have leads, and I can tell you right now, but like investing in leads has been one of the biggest changes in my income and business. It's so hard to try to find people who are looking, it's so hard to try to find people who need life insurance that are not looking for it, okay? Versus calling a lead of a single mom who has 5 kids, who's been shopping around and can't get covered, and they're looking for someone to help them. Choose your client, right? Do you want to bait and switch? These people aren't looking for insurance, right? And it's hard to try to convince people, or someone that's looking and all you have to do is call them. That's the difference between no leads and leads, right? So I like investing in leads because these are people that are looking, right? So I bought a 3 month old, the older leads. These are people who, you know, may have been skipped over, may didn't answer their phone, right? And you were just so happen to get in contact with them. They're not getting a bunch of phone calls. Maybe their policy lapsed and now they're looking and you just so happen to call them, right? The older leads are just awesome, right? So if you're just starting, right? And I've had the pleasure of doing both, even the instant leads, they are all good. But I like the return on my investments when I buy the older leads. 1 to 3 month old leads, they're about, I think they're like $3-4. New internet are like $9. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's somewhere around those prices. And then the age leads, I think, are like $1.50 a piece. And then with the works by discounts, I mean, like you're really getting a discount on your leads, right? So when I get my leads, I have with the older leads, I get at least 150 per dial session. But with the work spots, I try to get as many leads as possible so that I can make use of my discount. So I'm buying like 500-600 leads at a time with the work spot discount. Now, if your money is a little funny right now, that's okay. Get at least 100 to 150. I would say 150, the more the better, right? So now, and that's for one dial session. Now you also have to decide what is your schedule going to look like? Are you going to dial and run 2 days, or dial a day, run a day? Meaning you're dialing one day and you're running the next day, or you're dialing one day and you're running the next 2 days, and then you start up your dial session again. So you have to decide what your schedule is going to be, okay? Then when I start dialing the leads, guys, you mentally have to be prepared. You have to go in with a positive mindset. Like everybody, I'm going to get a bunch of no's, but my no's are going to lead me to my yes, right? It doesn't matter. Hold on, guys. Guys, can you please mute your line? Sorry. Okay, I had to stop to mute them. Okay, great. So you want to get mentally prepared, guys, because remember what I said. You know, when you're positive, you have positive results. When you're negative, that's typically what happens. And when you say things like, oh, no one's picking up, no one's answering, I can't close it, I can't book an appointment, you're not going to, right? But if you say, hey, this next person that I'm calling is going to answer, they're going to book. Whatever you think about is what's in your pockets. So if your money is funny right now and you've been here for over 30 days, you got to ask yourself, have I gotten started yet? Am I working, right? Or what all do I need to do to get started? Going back to the basics. So when I have a lead out, guys, you want to make sure you have the script in front of you. I also when I started, I had the handling objections in front of me. Guys, if you don't know where any of this stuff is, you want to make sure you go to the Agent Hub. If somebody can post that link at the bottom, all of your documents are there. Go around, play around with it, look at everything so that you can understand what is available to you, because we have all the resources for you to win. You got to just use it, right? So I have my script in front of me. I have my handling objections in front of me. I've highlighted each objection and I have it all laid out in front of me. So when I get the objection, I'm not fishing around for it. I can pinpoint where the objection is when they say it, and I can respond effectively in a timely fashion. Okay. And then you also want to make sure you're reading the script. Okay. Practice it with someone, practice it in the mirror, practice it with your kids. I don't care who you practice it with. The more times you say it, the better you become. Right. So with the script, it's very simple. All right. And you want to make sure you're using the right script for the right lead. It's the same thing, just minor tweaks in certain words based on what type of lead you're calling. So if I'm calling an age lead, guys, I'm not going to say, hey, you just filled out a request. Of course, you're going to get many objections. The goal is to try not to get as many objections or handle them up front, right? So if I'm calling an aged lead, or if I'm calling a 1 to 3 month old lead, I'm going to say, hey, Shafan, my name is Karyn. I'm one of the managers here with the Benefits Center for the DC area. Just giving you a call back about this request you put in some time ago online for state affordable life insurance. You put your date of birth as 12/6/1955. Is that correct? And they'll say yes. Perfect. And guys, sometimes your lead will have an email on it. Sometimes it doesn't. If it does, even better, because it gives you more information to confirm. So I'll say perfect. All right. And I also have your email here as giles.karyn@gmail.com. Is that correct? And they're like, yes. And then I'll say, am I the first person you've been able to talk to about this, or have you been shopping around for a while now? Okay. I'm going to jump right into it. Okay. Because I want to know, did they already get it taken care of? But I'm asking that without asking, right? Have they been shopping around, or am I the first person they've been able to talk to about this? Right. And with the older leads, guys, I will say this. You have to handle objections, because most of these people, or even some of them, have already gotten it taken care of. But in most cases, they bought the wrong product. Okay. And Kali will go over that later when it comes to handling objections. But our goal is to get to that home. Right. So we want to book the appointment. So let me choose someone. Let's choose Yvette. Go ahead and unmute for me, Yvette. All right. So Yvette, no objections today. We're just going to go through the script, okay?
Okay.
So I'm calling you. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, Yvette.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Karyn. I'm one of the managers here with the Benefits Center for the DC area. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. I'm actually giving you a call back about a request you put in some time ago online for state affordable life insurance. You put your date of birth as 1/25/1955. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Perfect. And I have the email you put down here, YvetteBurnett@gmail.com. Is that correct as well?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, perfect. So the state just has me dispatched in that area tomorrow to go over the information with you on what programs you qualify for that meet your budget. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes. All right. I see here that you're in the northeast area of DC. Is that still correct?
Yeah, North DC. I am.
Okay. And let me just make sure that I have the address right here. 123 Main Street, Northeast DC. I'm assuming that's still correct as well.
Yes, you're correct.
Perfect. Is that a house or an apartment?
That's a house.
It's a house. Okay, perfect. And are you working, retired, or disabled?
I'm working right now.
You're working? Okay. Like I said, they have me dispatched in the area tomorrow. Doesn't take long at all. What time are you typically home and settled in?
Mostly I get off around 3:30 in the afternoon. I kind of get home about 5.
Okay. All right. And is this just for you, or do you have a family that needs to be covered as well?
No, I was just looking for me.
Just for you. Okay, perfect. So I heard that you said that you're settled in at home by 5?
Yes.
Okay. So I can put you down between 5 and 6. Okay. And I'll be in that area to get this information to you. Now, let me ask you a question, right? Should I park in the driveway or the street?
You can park in the driveway.
In the driveway? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. And is there something about your house that stands out from the others so I know where I'm going?
It's gonna be the second house off the corner, and I have like black shutters, so you should be
Black
able to see.
shutters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. And do you have any killer dogs or animals I need to worry about? I just want to leave home. I want to go home in one piece.
I have one, but I can put her in the back.
Okay, got you. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So can you do me a favor and grab a pen and paper? I want to give you my name and a code. All right. So that when I get there, you'll give me that code so you know it's me. Okay.
All right.
So my name is Karyn Giles, right? She's writing this down, guys. Code is going to be KG123. All right. What's the code, Miss Yvette?
KG123.
Perfect. So you'll give me that code when I get there. I have you set tomorrow between 5 and 6 p.m. Now, let me ask you one last question before I let you go. Is there any reason other than an emergency that you will not be home tomorrow?
No, I don't think so. But if I'll give you a call, but I'm definitely.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. All right, Miss Yvette, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. So you heard how I did that. Thank you, Yvette. You were awesome. Okay. Very simple. And then you say the same thing. Now, obviously, you're not going to always get the same response, right? It's not going to always go that smooth. You might have some objections to handle before you, which Kali will go over before you get there, right? But here's the thing. If someone's giving you objections, guys, just remember it's a conversation. Put yourself in that person's shoes and be patient with them. Because one thing a lot of us don't have, that I learned to develop over time is patience, right? These people, when you're calling them, number one, they've never seen your number before. You're calling them back to back. They don't know you, right? So initially, what have we been taught growing up what to do with strangers, right? Say no, don't get in their car, don't talk to them, right? So being taught that throughout our life, when we're talking to someone over the phone, okay, and we're trying to book an appointment to go and see them, expect them to have objections, and objections are good, right? You'll learn how to handle them. So I don't care what anybody says. If they already got it taken care of, perfect, not a problem. My job is just to get the new regulated programs out to you. They've lowered the cost and increased the benefits. Takes about 10 minutes. You can do what you want with the information afterwards. Find out why they filled it out. Oh, I don't need it. Okay, so were you looking for someone else, right? Were you trying to save money on what you already had, or are you underinsured looking for more? And a lot of times, guys, they'll remember why they filled it out. Oh, yes, I was looking for additional coverage that was more affordable. You'll get people that'll say, oh, well, I've been getting turned down. I don't think I'm insurable. Not a problem. We can fix that problem today, right? All it is, guys, is solving a problem to what someone has. We are the solutions to people's problems. If there is no problem, there's nothing you can do about that, right? Go to the next. But guess what? I can guarantee you the person that makes the most money takes the most no's. But you have to go through those no's. And if you don't go through a no, life is going to tell you no, and that'll be much harder for you. So that's the script. I do want to, before I bring Kali on, I do want to, what time is it? Okay, 11:30. I can go over a few questions. I'll take a few questions before I bring Kali on. Does anybody have any questions about the script? All right. And guys, you know, we have live dials, right? So that is there to help you. We'll be on live dials right after this meeting. So you can hear me do that, and I can teach you and help you with clients. I can tell you right now, raise your hand before I bring Kali on, raise your hand on the little hand button on the screen. If you've been on live sales dials and Kali or myself or a leader has helped you close a sale while you were on live dials that you would have never been able to do by yourself. Raise your hand. We'll give you a moment. All right, look at it, guys. So what's listen, what's the difference? And these are, guys, the leaders that are raising their hands, right? Those are the leaders that are either consistently on live dials or consistently putting up numbers. And a lot of these people have never sold insurance before. So you can too, right?
It's just these people are getting on live dials. That's why they're making money. So do what they're doing. And before I let you go, guys, listen, I understand this. All you have to do is make a decision. So with that being said, thank you guys to those who raised their hand. God, everyone else can be like these people on here, right? And it's more people that should have raised their hand too, but that's okay. So live dials works, okay? So the next person I want to bring on, guys, is our very own EVP, right? She's an amazing leader, first African-American woman to become, she's going to become the first African-American woman to be an integrity partner. I'm going to be right behind her, right? And everyone else can make a decision on this call to do the same thing, man or woman, doesn't matter what race you are. We're all willing to help. But this amazing woman does so much behind the scenes. Some of you just don't see. But and this is why I support her so much. She does so much. And that's the reason why the team is where it is now. And the growth and and everything that we have moving forward is because of her. And if her not making a decision where she was in the small blue room, if you never heard her story before, you should go look at it. She made a decision in her blue room, right? Going through adversity, right? To make a decision to say yes. And this is the reason why we're all here today. Kali Somerville, guys, give a silent clap. She's going to jump on and talk about handling objections.
Hey guys, hey. I hope that I'm pretty sure whatever Karyn went over was fire. I hope you guys learned some good nuggets this morning. But I'm gonna talk probably for the next 30 minutes. I'm gonna talk about, and y'all can hear me, right? I'm driving, so hopefully everybody can hear me. I want to talk about overcoming objections. I believe that most people are scared, and that's really what it boils down, being scared to go, being scared to set appointments because you don't know how to handle when somebody says no. But it doesn't just go, the way that it should go. You don't know how to handle it. But one, the only way to get good at what I'm talking about is with practice. And the practice here is doing, right? So setting appointments and going on appointments. Like, guys, you're not going to understand you're not going to really understand this business until you see your first 100 people. And so until that point, you're going to have a whole lot of questions, and it's better, but you're going to continue to, you're going to get better if you keep going on appointments and you stay consistent. And so when we're going to talk about overcoming objections, guys, this is going to be interactive. So I'm going to need some people to take their phones off and mute and ask me some questions, because this is also how we're going to grow, right? So as far as overcoming objections, we can talk a little bit about overcoming objections over the phone first, and then I'll talk about overcoming objections actually on appointments. So some an objection that you've gotten in the past and you don't know how to overcome it.
Kali, you're breaking up a little bit.
Out of 42 people, somebody.
I don't know if she heard me. Kali, you're breaking up. That's why we can't hear you.
Oh. What did you, can you hear me now at all?
It's very choppy.
Hold on, let me pull over.
Okay.
Let's see if this helps. And I'm in Waldorf, so.
I can hear you pretty good.
You can? Okay. So did you hear me say, throwing an objection out there?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
I already have
insurance. Now?
I already have insurance.
Thank you. You already have insurance. And so did y'all hear me? We're gonna practice some objections over the phone. Did y'all hear that part?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you, Miss Andrew, you already have insurance.
Yes,
Perfect. Have you gotten your policy? Have you gotten your policy in the mail yet?
No.
No? Okay, perfect. So that's the reason for my call. Make sure so when I get there, we'll go through that policy. So will 10 o'clock or 1 o'clock work for you?
Yeah, but
Going right back into appointment 7. You said what?
Yeah, but I already have insurance.
Okay, you haven't gotten in the mail yet?
No, but I did get insurance about a month ago. I don't have my policy yet.
Okay, what company was that with?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay, so I definitely need to come on by. If you don't remember, we can take a look at that. Like I said, will 10 o'clock or 1 p.m. work better for you?
10.
10? Okay, perfect. Listen, y'all, really overcome objections. One of the things with overcome objections, you want to act like whatever they say is no big deal, and then jump back into where you were before, what you were talking about before. Like if you were at the part where you were trying to give her a time, then you go right back to it. Go right back to the script. But okay, perfect. No reason. No problem. That's the reason for my call. Here, what's another one? Over the phone.
I didn't fill this out. I didn't do this.
You didn't. You, you didn't fill this out. So you said your date of birth was 10/25/1945. Is that right, Mr. Dean?
Yes, but I don't know how you got that information. I
Yep.
didn't
You filled out about 14. You filled out about 14 different questions, a survey. You think you might have been looking for quotes, or were you shopping around for somebody else?
I wouldn't have been shopping for anybody else. I don't know. I might have. I don't know. I might have been looking at something, but I don't remember filling out. I don't think I need
Okay.
anything.
You said so. This was a couple months ago, right? I don't even remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, so I'm sure you probably don't remember that you filled this out. Annie, can you mute, please?
Oh, sorry.
So I lost my damn train of thought. So
You say you don't remember what you ate for breakfast, and I laughed.
yeah, I don't remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday, Mr. Dean. So you probably don't remember what you filled out probably about 3 months ago. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
Were you looking for life insurance at some point?
I probably was, but I don't remember filling
Okay,
this out.
perfect. Okay, well that's what this is about. So like I said, I'll be in the PG County area tomorrow. Does 10 o'clock or 2 o'clock work better for you?
I guess 2, but I don't know if I'm gonna be there. I don't.
Well, I need to make sure we got to make sure that you're there, right? So this is important. Obviously, it was important at some point in time. Would you agree?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
All right.
So
All right.
what's the time that you know you're going to be home?
I know I'll be home by 7.
You'll be home by 7. Okay, that's perfect because that's my last appointment that I have available. I have a 7 o'clock available. Okay. And so your address again is 1234 Main Street. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So again, guys, no big deal. Overcome the objection quickly and then go right back to where you were. Like, don't spend too much time in one spot because then you give them time, the client or the person on the other end of the phone, time to think about another reason why they don't feel like doing this right now. Because it's all it boils down to is they don't really feel like dealing with this right now, right? So they don't want to talk about life insurance. Most people don't want to talk about dying, right? And so we're having these tough conversations with people and they're going to come up with any kind of excuses about why they can't do it, why this is not a right time. Most people are trained to say they're not interested. Listen to me again. So most people all of us, all of us have been trained to say we're not interested. When we walk into a store, even if we're looking for something, what do we say? If somebody say, hey, sir, can I help you? What do you say?
I said no. I'm just looking. I'm just looking.
Not interested.
You're just looking. I'm not interested. Even though you're looking for something, we still say, oh, and then finally when we can't find it, then we like, oh yeah, I was looking for where's the curtain? That's what we do, right? And so the people on the other end of the phone are no different. They're saying the same thing. They're not, they've been trained to say they're not interested. And then on top of it, we're calling them in the midst of them getting calls from other telemarketers. Right. And so how many telemarketing calls do you guys get on a daily basis? Knowing for real, you didn't fill out no damn form. Right. Like I got people calling me from this is the senior benefits center. I know I didn't fill out no form about life insurance. I know that for 100% fact. I did not. Right. So they got other people calling them with the same line. You fill out a form and they like it's a lot. Right. So we have to isolate their objection so that we can get to the real objection, right? His issue wasn't that he didn't fill it out. he was trained to say he's not interested. But then when I said, well, you looking for quotes? I gave him some other options to kind of jog his memory about him filling the form out, right? And were you looking for, like, and let's be realistic about what they're looking for. Were you looking for life insurance at some point in time? We want them to know it's life insurance. We don't want to get to their house and be like, oh, I thought this was health insurance. No, this is life insurance. So don't waste your time trying to set an appointment with somebody who thinks it's something other than what it is. Like, if they don't want life insurance, then don't go to their house. Oh, I mean, it's insurance. No, this is life insurance. This is Final Smith insurance. What does that mean? It's life insurance. Were you looking for life insurance? Oh, I might have been. What's enough? One more objection for the phones. You know, because I want to go through the objections at the with the dealing with clients.
I don't have time. I'm busy.
You don't have, okay, I'm busy too. I'm busy too, Mr. Josh. So you work 24 hours a day?
No, but see, I'm taking care of my mother, and then I have a night job, and then I have this weekend. So I'm just really busy.
Okay, so you say you're taking care of your mother, you have a night job, and what else was it?
And I'm helping out my mother. So I'm just really busy.
So what time? I got you. I'm busy too, Mr. Josh. Now, what time you normally get home from work? After you get off your night job?
Usually for my night job. 8 or 9 o'clock.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what time you go take care of your mom?
I'd say usually around like 2 or 3.
Around 2 or 3. Okay. So then we got, what time do you get up and you come home, you go right to sleep?
No, not right away. Not right away.
Okay. So you're in PG County, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So I can make you my very first appointment at 9 a.m. It says it's gonna take about 15 minutes and you'll have me out of your hair, go take your nap, and then go take care of your mom. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Okay, perfect. So again, guys, isolating the objection, figuring out what their issue is, because it's really that everybody, that's the other thing. Everybody thinks they're so busy, especially the seniors, right? The Final Smith clients think they're so busy because they're retired or they're on disability and they got one doctor's appointment. You got to find out what they're saying, what their busy looks like may be different from what your busy looks like, right? So you got to ask some questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions to find out more information, because if they're willing to give you the information, ask. He didn't hang up on me, so I'm gonna keep asking questions until he hangs up on me or he books an appointment. And so you have to be okay with being rejected. You have to be okay with, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be uncomfortable at the beginning. But you're asking, I wasn't asking him any crazy questions. I was asking very logical questions. What time you get off work in the morning? What time do you go to sleep after you get home? What time do you take care of your mom? So I found there was a gap in his schedule where he wasn't busy and I can come see him, right? Another option might have been in that situation, if he really was kind of pushing back on me, another option like, well, okay, so would you have time to do this over the phone for about 15 minutes? Now that's not going to work as well. I'm just letting y'all know, because if you're new here, you probably want to focus on going in the field and making sales in the field. That's why we're going to talk about overcoming objections, not just over the phone, but overcoming objections with clients when you're doing a presentation, or when you're not a presentation, when you're going to talk to the client about the insurance. So I'm gonna go into now talking about overcome objections with the client when it comes to sitting at the kitchen table or on the phone or whatever. One of the things you guys want to write down is the thing that's going to help you with overcoming objections is avoiding objections, right? I don't get a whole lot of objections because at the beginning of my presentation, I'm dealing with the stuff that they're going to probably tell me at the end that there's going to be an issue, right? So I'm going to use Josh, since I see Josh is still on the screen. Josh, I'm going to use you for an example. So I knock on your door, Josh. Hey, Josh. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm colleague of Josh. You Josh?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we had an appointment this morning at 11 o'clock. Remember?
Oh yeah, yeah. I kind of forgot about it, but
Okay, all right, perfect. So should I take my shoes off, or what should I do?
we have to do this right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
we set an appointment yesterday. It's not gonna listen. It's not gonna take that long, I promise. Like we're gonna get this out. We're gonna knock this out of the way real quick. I got 10 more people to go see after you, so trust me, I'm not gonna be here long.
okay. Only 10,
Okay.
15.
So where should I take my shoes off? What you want me to do?
No, that's cool. You can keep them on.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna sit at this kitchen table over here. Okay.
All right, cool. Yeah.
All right, perfect. So Josh, this form that you filled out, what were you thinking about when you filled this form out? Is it because you were like, what made you fill this out? Because you've been procrastinating, because you're sick? What made you fill this form out?
I've been procrastinating, I guess. You know, I was something had happened to my brother. So
okay.
yeah,
He passed away? He passed away?
He passed away. So it had me thinking
Okay,
about
I'm sorry.
kind of putting things in
I got
perspective.
you. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. So we're going to go ahead and get this out. We're going to go ahead and stop the procrastination today. Okay.
Cool.
So I'm a broker. I work with about 25 different companies. My job is to ask you a couple medical questions. And then out of those companies, I'm going to shop around, get you the best rate, and see who you qualify for. And then we're going to put your application in today. Okay.
Okay.
All right, perfect. So, I'm avoiding objections because I told him what we're going to do today, right? I said we're going to do X, Y, and Z. And he has not told me no, so we're going to keep moving. One of the things you have to do and get good at is being assumptive. I'm assuming that he's going to go ahead with this. Like when you walk in a house, whether you believe it or not, whether you're brand new or you've been here for years, you got to walk in people's house with the expectation in your mind that you're going to close business. You're going to sell them a policy. Because if you walk in there with any other different kind of posture, they're going to feel it and they're going to run over top of you in the process. So I already in my mind, and I'm speaking the language that says we're going to close this house. This is closing today. So I said we're going to do an application today, okay? And he answered yes. Okay, perfect. So Josh, so one of the big things I know people get stuck on is the part about banking information, right? So on the financial inventory sheet, one of the questions is, do you have a local bank? Do you have a credit union or direct express card? Right? If you don't know what a direct express card is the card that people with Social Security they get that card. That's where their money goes, right? And so we only have 2 or 3 carriers that will take that card. You want to find that out early. You also want to find out if they know where their bank account information is. Right? Okay, so we ask some of the questions, John. You looking for burial? Okay, so who do you bank with? I don't even ask about the direct express card. Because if they have a direct express card, but they have a bank account, they want to give you the direct express card over the bank account number. So I don't even ask about. I let them tell me they have a direct express card. So Josh, who do you bank with?
So I bank with Bank of America. But do I need money today? Am I going to spend any money today?
No, you sure don't.
Okay.
But we do need to put your bank account information in with your application. So do you know where that's at? You know how to put, is it you have an app on your phone, you know how to find it?
Pull it up on my phone.
When we get to that part?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We have to, when do you think you're gonna be if we can when we get to this part, we can talk about it, but I don't need any money today.
Okay, cool.
Okay, but you do know where to find a bank account number?
Yeah, it's in my phone.
Okay, perfect. So now he can't come back at the end of the presentation and say, I don't know, I didn't know you wanted my bank account information. I didn't know that you were going, I don't know where to find it. I've already I've avoided that objection at the beginning. And so a lot of the things the close doesn't happen, guys, at the end. The close happens throughout the conversation. Right? So I know he got a bank account. I know he with Bank of America. So now, Josh, do the thing. So instead of saying you got a bank account, say you don't have a bank account. So Josh, who do you bank with?
So I don't have a bank account.
You don't. Okay. So you're on Social Security? You said you're on disability.
Yes, and I have a little green card.
Oh, you got Direct Express card.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
Okay, okay, got you. That's where they put your money every month.
Yeah, my Social Security. That's where they pay it. They put it on the card.
Okay, okay. All right, got you. Okay, no problem. So so now you know you can work with the carriers that take that card. So for your information, y'all, write this down. The only carrier that offers full coverage with the Direct Express card is Transamerica. Transamerica, Prosperity does take cards. So those are really like, I'm sorry, Trans and Prosperity. The issue with Prosperity is Prosperity doesn't start to age 50. So if you have somebody younger that's on disability and have a Direct Express card, Transamerica can take them. Prosperity for people over 50. And then AIG and Great Western both take cards, but those are guaranteed issue products. So those are our last thing that we want to look at. And I know I'm kind of going a little bit fast, but write this stuff down because it may not make sense to you today, but it will make sense in the future. Thank you, Josh. So what other objections do you guys get when you're with clients at the end? So we already went over, the payment information, right? So let's get to the end and now I'm asking you for your payment information. Okay. So Josh, at the end of and you're going to tell me you don't feel comfortable or something. Josh, so if this policy does get approved, what you said you didn't want the payment to come out today. When is it because your Social Security it doesn't come until like the 3rd or the 5th or something?
Yeah. So I think it pays out on the 5th. Yeah. So I don't have. I just not gonna.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and date this for the 5th of May. And so go ahead, do me a favor and go grab your card for me.
Okay. Here it is.
Josh, you're supposed to say no. Or you don't feel comfortable or something.
So I don't feel. I'm not ready to pay. I'm not ready. I don't feel comfortable.
Okay, what is it that you don't feel comfortable with?
So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I need this.
You told me you needed it because your brother died and you don't want to leave a burden on your 4 children.
Yeah, that's right.
Then you told me that at the beginning?
I did. I do want to make sure.
Okay, so you said you didn't want to leave a burden on them, and then you saw what happened with your brother when he didn't have any insurance, right? So do you want your children to go through that same thing? Because you also said at the beginning you've been procrastinating.
I have been procrastinating.
So you're trying to procrastinate me you trying to procrastinating with me again, Mr. Josh? Well, we're gonna get this taken care of today. Go grab your card for me.
So I was thinking about just trying to figure out what some of the quotes were, and I was gonna maybe hoping that I could maybe do some more research. And
what you want to research?
Well, I was looking to maybe like, I don't know, just do my research on the different companies. I don't know, who really is what. So I just want to do a little bit of research, I guess.
Okay, so can I be honest with you, Josh?
Yes, of course.
Okay, like if you were my father or my uncle or something.
Yes, yeah, please.
Okay, so you said you've been procrastinating. It sounds like to me like you want to continue to procrastinate with this. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, I want to get it taken care of. I do want to get it taken care of because it's important.
It's okay. So I remember I told you at the beginning, I'm going to be the one shopping around. So do you think me with a life insurance license could do more shopping around than you without one?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, and I told you I got 25 different companies. I just shopped them. These are the ones that will even take your card. You know what I'm saying? This is out of those companies. That's the one. Transamerica is the one that has the cheapest rate.
Okay.
And it will cover you with your health issue, right? Because you also told me, I don't know, you're schizophrenic, right? So that's the only one that's going to cover it anyway. So let's go ahead and listen. So you want to think about it here, guys. I'm going to get this objection because this one is the one that gets most people. And you'd be like, okay, you can think about it. They're not going to call you back.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just having your mind. And if somebody does, it should be a surprise to you. But you need to have in your mind, they're not going to call you back. You're not going to be able to come back. They're not trying to think about it. They're telling you in a nice way they're not interested. And it's not that they're not interested in the insurance. They're not interested in buying it from you because they filled out a form. They just don't believe there's something about in your interaction that they're not ready to move forward with you. So I want to think about it. But so now, Josh, forget those other objections. You want to think about it.
Yeah, I need to take some time to think about this. Oh yeah, and you know what?
Okay.
Well, Kali, I forgot. I gotta talk to to some other family members as well. You know, to make on this decision.
What are they going to help you? And then, y'all, I'm very straightforward like this, like very bold, very straightforward. Because Josh going to put me out of this house, or we're going to do this application. One of the others going down. Trust me. So, Josh, so you said who in your family you going to talk to?
So I did want to. I have one more brother that I want to talk to about it.
Oh, is he going to pay for? Is he paying for your policy? Is he paying for it?
Well, he did mention that he might be paying for it, but I realistically I know I'm gonna be paying for it.
Okay. So how long your brother have his life insurance license?
He doesn't.
This is really what I would say.
I like that. Okay.
How long?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have one.
Okay, so that's my point, right? So what are you talking? Were you talking to him about what part? What are you going to run past your brother?
Well, he says he knows a few people that are in the business, and you know.
So why you didn't talk to them? Why you didn't set an appointment with them? Why you set an appointment with me?
I don't know. It didn't work out. It didn't work out with them, and then you called to me first.
Got you. So you want to still go back to the people that didn't get back to you? I'm confused.
No, that doesn't make sense.
So what do you think? What do you think, Josh, is going to happen? So they won't get back to you about getting you life insurance. What do you think is going to happen when you pass away and your beneficiary needs to get in touch with them? What do you think is going to happen then?
Yeah, it'll be hard. It'll be hard to get in touch.
So okay, so go ahead and grab your Direct Express card and let's finish this application.
Okay. Gotta keep the pressure. I like that.
Like so if you guys notice, I didn't tell him anything. I was asking him a bunch of questions. Right. And so he's had to sit there, and Josh is really sitting there thinking about how to answer this. Like, because I'm stumping him. Because now when you tell somebody something, they don't believe you. But when they say it themselves, then they believe it. Mm-hmm. Right. And so by asking questions, I'm getting him to say it. I'm not telling him what he's saying sounds stupid, but when he's talking, he realizes it sounds stupid. Right. And so he can't keep it. So I really asked, how long your brother have you? If you want to shop around, how long you had your life insurance license, Josh? I don't. That's my point. I've had mine for 10 years. But let's go ahead and get this out the way, like you said. So guys, listen. It's 12 o'clock. We're going to continue to, and we got a bunch of questions in the chat that we did not get to. We can definitely continue this conversation next Saturday. Hold on to the questions that you have, because we don't want to keep you past 12 o'clock today, because we promised to stay within an hour. Guys, I hope this helps you guys, because again, at the end of the day, overcoming the objections is what's going to get you more confident in the home, right? So if you know how to deal in it, again, I've gotten this good because I've had a whole lot of practice. There's been time when I first started with FFL, guys, I had to call my coach and say, how do I deal with this? I got this client, they say they don't want to move forward. What do I do? The same thing we're asking you to do, the same thing that we did to get to where we are today. So guys, we will see you next week. We'll see, and some of you jump on the live dial so that you guys can get better on the phone. We hope you guys have an amazing week, and let's run it up. Have a great week, guys. We love you.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Ladies, appreciate y'all.
Make sure your cameras are turned on next week so we don't cut you off. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Josh, you're